How's it going? So I'm telling you, it's rigged. It's 100% rigged. Look, like I'm trying to level my account down to like bronze, iron 4, right? Because I'm iron 2 right now. I'm trying to get it to iron 4. So I took my team CS and I took our junglers jungle. Look at our jungle. 30 minutes at 164 CS. Our mid lane, I stole a lot of his farm. So he's 83, he's 113, and I'm on 308, and I backed. So at 26 minutes, I'm 308 farm. I have not touched, I have not touched a single jungle farm on Master Yi side. Not a single camp I took from him. And he has still 118 farm, less than my Volibear. Even though I took the entire jungle from my Volibear, Master Yi got somehow out farmed. So do you see what I'm saying? Is that these guys are so bad they can't even win the game when it's given to them. All right. So I'm just saying that um, the reason why this happened is because I haven't played for a very long time on this account. So naturally, I'll be placed into the winners queue. And when I say winners queue, we're talking. You see the difference? I was support. You see, look at my summoner. It's Smite. I took support. I was supposed to play with Lucian, and I just instead went and took all the farm from our Volibear, and this somehow worked. Do you understand? Like the problem? If you even try to lose, the system just not gonna allow you. Right? Like the system simply will disallow anything. Right? If you're marked for winning, you're just gonna win, right? It almost doesn't matter what you do. Like I won Garen Smite support. Now I won Tryndamere support jungle who is stealing his team farm, and I still won. Now the problem is, do you see the problem is? I told you like Fiora. Fiora is a difficult to play champion. This is Iron player playing Fiora. Master Yi, that's good. Twisted Fate. All right, Twisted Fate. What is he going to do? Right? Useless champion. Completely useless. Right? The problem with low elo players, they pick hard to play champions and they're trying to do something. Right? Look at my damage dealt. The only damage I dealt was Master Yi was getting annoying. He just kept chasing me. And unfortunately, to speed up time, I had to get rid of him because otherwise I would have been, I would have been in the graveyard for like 30 seconds, and this would slow down my ability to steal farm from my team. So I had to get rid of him, and then Twisted Fate had to chase me as well. So I had to get rid of him. I had no other option, right? So these are the only damage that I dealt. So half HP of Master Yi and half HP of Twisted Fate, right? This was kind of like late game. Other than that, I did nothing, and I still won the game. Do you understand the problem, right? Like I'm trying to lose the game, and I can't even lose the game. So you see people say, "Oh no, losers winners queue is not real, and there is no control over the outcome of the game." No, the system controls the outcome of the game, right? So I mean, you are kind of playing, doing stuff in there. You have maybe 5 to 10% impact on the whole system, right? So if you're a good player, your win rate gonna be 55 to 60%. If you're a shitty player, your win rate is gonna be 45 to 40%. Does that make sense? Because you are only controlling 5 to 10% of your games, right? So if you're climbing, that means like to climb, you just have to win those 5 to 10%. And how fast you climb is going to be determined by whether you win that 5 to 10%, right? I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, you have to understand I'm a programmer, so I kind of I can see the algorithm in action. Like I know a lot of you are not developers, like you don't work with algorithms, but like I'm a full stack JavaScript developer. You know what I mean, so I can see an algorithm. I can see an algorithm, right? So look, this is kind of how it works. Like if you're a good player, right? Good, we have bad, and then we have average, right? So this is 50%. This will bounce you between winners and losers queue, right? Good, you'll have like 55 to 60% win rate, right? Which means, whoopsie, what did I just press? Okay, are we still recording? Yes. All right. So you see your impact is like 10%, right? And in here, if you're bad, you're gonna be like 45 to 40% win rate, right? Everything else is controlled by the system, right? So this is 10% that makes the difference, right? So this is five. I'd say 5 to 10% that makes the difference. 5 to 10% that makes the difference, right? So if you're like extremely good player, you're gonna win 10% of the games from here, right? And you're gonna climb fast, right? If you're an okayish player, you're gonna only win 5% of those games, and you're gonna climb slow, but you're still gonna climb. Even if you're here, you're still gonna climb because spamming games works even if you're an average player, right? So that's what I'm saying is that you get 21 per win or whatever. I think it's like you get like 16 per win eventually, and then something like 16 win, and then like minus 10 loss, I think, right? So you still are climbing. Do you know what I mean? In here, you're just gonna be, um, you're not gonna climb. You're just gonna get stuck basically, and that's it, right? But the problem is, it's very hard to get to like trying to get to 70% win rate is impossible because the system is gonna stop you. Trying to get to 39 or like 35 or 29% win rate is also very difficult because the system is going to stop you. Does that make sense? So you are kind of stuck between here and realistically. So imagine out of 100 games, you are only impacting 5 to 10. This is super inefficient system. Super. Imagine you go to a training session, you sign up for basketball, you sign up for tennis, whatever you want, football, and only 5 out of 100 practices are useful. Now, how long is it going to take you to become good? Infinite time. Infinite. Plus, we're also going to introduce the fact that your football practice changes. So the ball becomes bigger, the ball becomes smaller, um, gravity changes. So now the way you kick the ball and the way trajectory is formed, depending on how hard you hit it, changes. The goalie of the goalkeeper changes. Sometimes you have 10 players on the field, sometimes you have 6, sometimes you have 15. Everything consistently changes. So can you actually ever become good in that environment? Highly, highly, highly unlikely. Unless there's a specific practice where we're talking like a team takes you out of this solo queue. Basically, you need to get rid of this system, right? Because this system makes it beyond stupid. It's just so inefficient. So I'm just saying that it's a total waste of your time. If you if you want to go pro, I don't think it's even possible to do it through solo queue. I don't think it's even possible. You have to basically form a team, and you have to practice against other teams, and you have to avoid matchmaking as much as possible because it's a complete waste of your time. because it's so inefficient. It's like beyond stupid. Like I said, it's like you're only controlling 5 to 10%. You can't even lose the game if you want to. Do you understand how bad it is? If you're even trying to lose the game, you can't even do it. That's how bad it is, right? So I'm just saying, right? Play one-on-one or don't play at all because it's a waste of your time. Take care.